Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello, and welcome to the second episode of our Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 playthrough. If you watched the first episode, you know that we started from the level 1. We are playing in normal mode without tutorial, and we managed to go to the level 6. So in the process we managed to get our repair bench, and we managed to get the test pad, which we used successfully in 2 occasions, or 3 even, helping us to diagnose the cars. If you want to know about the interface, if you want to know about machines and everything, I explained most of it or almost everything in the first episode, so feel free to check it. And in meantime, let's just repeat the goals. We are trying to get to level 50 to see how fast we can do it, and what we can do in the process to be most efficient. So let's go. Let's take a job. First, we are looking always for jobs that are giving us bonuses. Bonuses are written here, and not a single job here does give us a bonus. Here you have a time that job will stay here, and then it will expire. Like this one, it will expire in 12 seconds. And these are the storyline jobs. These are a little bit harder. They need a bit of time to fix stuff, etc., etc. So let's see. These jobs are usually a little bit more complicated. Engine, oil, it's not, but engine could be. We don't have many things at the moment for testing. Let's see. Not list provided. This is list provided, and this is a list provided. These jobs are not bringing much. Let's go with the most simple one. A list provided, so we need to not to think about anything. We will immediately move car to lifter and just check what parts do we need. So pads, caliper, ventilated, and brake disc. I should probably have everything in stock. If not, we will buy something. I keep stuff in inventory. If you didn't watch my previous episode, you don't know, but I keep kinda, inventory with stuff in it, so we can do repairs faster. So we are switching to our overview mode just to check. So this will definitely has something, well, that whole system, brake, suspension and stuff. So let's see. Okay, the caliper is not, because you have a list. You already have a list. All parts that you see left bottom corner, all parts that are broken will show as such. So you see this one, 6%. So this one is goner, but this is because you have a list. You don't need to figure out anything for yourself. So we are using a new one, and we are putting old brake pads. I have some in stock, but use old, or let's say original ones that came with the car. Customer is quite happy with these, so we don't need to change them and to spend more money. So this is first one is done. This is done. Let's check. Right click. Okay, ventilated disc, caliper disc, pads. Perfect. Let's move to this wheel, and immediately we can see this caliper is broken or faulty or whatever you want to call it. It's not good, so I don't need even to check in overview, and overview gives you a red color if you do it like this, you see. So it will tell you, oh, this is not good. Again, I repeat, this is only in the cases when you have the list of the parts. If you didn't figure out what is wrong with what, then you will not see it. So this disc is actually good. Brake pad is actually good. The only thing we need to change is this caliper, and we are putting the old cylinder in. So this is the second wheel done, the second segment, and we are going to move to the back of the car. Let's switch to overview. I think I see immediately. Yes, I see it immediately. You can see these rusty parts. Most of the time you will be able to figure it out like visually. So this caliper is okay. Customer happy with it. Let's see, also pad, but disc is goner and disc is 5%, so we will exchange it with a fresh new one. We are returning the previous or original pad and pads and caliper, and that's about it. And we will have also last wheel, and there should be something to be done here, and that is brake pads. I do believe I don't have brake pads in stock, so let's just restock with 5 of them. And no, this is not the wheel. I think this was the wheel. Now I need to triple check. Yeah, that one we removed, so this should be the one. Okay, let's see. It's not a big deal. It's 5 seconds. Let me see. Yes, this is the, again I'm repeating, if you check left bottom corner, you see it will show you condition 21%, and this is the last part we needed to change. We are changing it, returning the old caliper, this one, and that's it. Don't forget, more things you remove or move back, more XPs you get. Every time you get 1 XP, so bigger jobs are actually accumulating XP. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to do. But still, total payout, not bad. 140 units for basically 3 minutes. Perfect. 2000 XP. Let's move forward. Let's see what kind of jobs we have. Nothing, no. Again, I'm looking for bonuses, which are written here. Engine list provided. Engines are tricky, but let's do the engine job with list provided. Also, it is very nice car. So if you didn't have opportunity to see it before in the game, I actually drove one of these. W12, and I will talk about that some other time. Yeah, let's move it to lifter. We have a list provided, so no need to be bothered with that. Okay, air filter, throttle, ignition coil, fuel filter. 2 air filters, 1 oil filter, throttle, 2 air filters, 1 oil filter, 1 oil filter, and the throttle. Now let's see, where is the throttle. Okay, it's not here. Okay, I know why. That was super misspell. Let us check. This is the throttle we need, 230 bucks. And what did I miss? There was some other part that it's okay. Let me see, ignition coil or something. Yeah, ignition coil. Okay, but we have tablet now. It's easy, really. Coil, please. Ignition coil. Only one. It said ignition coil, so let's buy one. Not much we can do. You don't need to use lifter even for the engine jobs most of the time. You can just come here and let's remove air filter covers. We have 2 air filters on these engines. Yeah, and that car, oh man, that goes like, I cannot tell you. Yeah, it's a beast. Perfect. Air filters out, air filters in. Okay, we are putting fresh air filters, both of these here and here. And as always, these white transparent outlines means that is part missing and needs to go there. Okay, So I see the throttle is broken, I see where the throttle is, and I see ignition coils. I hope we can access them through here. Let's see, can we remove throttle immediately? We can, that is perfect. It shouldn't be too complicated. An ignition coil, which one? This is not the one I'm looking. Not a single one here. You see this one, and again, bottom left corner, you can see that is the one. It's recognized by the game. Wait a second. To be able to remove that, I have to remove. Okay, and now it's a tricky part because this is a bit stupid, I would say, but we cannot do anything about that. We need to remove all of these. Let me see, can I? No. All of these to be able to remove coils. It's okay, perfectly fine, not a big bother, but still it's annoying. So we removed one and we are immediately returning one in, and we are returning all other parts. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this should be it. Here we are putting the old one as it was, original one, let's call it like that. We are trying to call it original, not old. And here we will use a new throttle because old one was actually very broken and faulty. This is done, this is done. Fuel filter, oil filter. Okay, fuel filter, I think I don't have it in stock. Let me see. What I will do now, you remember me and multiple parts having on stock 3 fuel filters. We need them all the time. So we are going to remove fuel filter and put a new one. Now, the oil filter is a tricky one, because for that, unfortunately, we need to push car up. There is no other choice except that. Let me see. If you cannot find it, yeah, you can just use overview mode, and then it's here, obviously. Remove oil filter and put oil filter new one, which we bought. Okay, so done. Nice payout, 2020, 2130 XP. We are talking about XPs. We are trying to move as fast as possible. So what we are going to do, we have this one. This one is waiting for us. I hate these jobs, but still, they need to be done. Look, these are all crappy jobs. But let's do it. Whatever has list provided. How I am thinking. When you have list provided, you don't need to lose time on diagnostic, process. And you can just go and change stuff and take 100 or 120 or 200 XPs and move forward. That's the fastest way to advance. And we are trying to advance fast, so we are not trying to really do some, I don't know, stuff serious at the moment, because we will do that later in the game. Pads, caliper. I think I have everything. Obviously, this side has an issue. Let's change it. When we get to higher levels, we will start to make our own cars and do some interesting stuff. But now we need to progress. This is okay. Nothing else comes here. Only caliper. And I was gravely mistaken. I don't have actually calipers in stock. I will buy 2. Not a big deal. As long as you have, you see, this tablet, it makes your life really easier. Switch to part mount mode and let's put a new caliper. Yeah, okay. So this guy was driving very hard and he destroyed his caliper. Good. So this one is done. I do believe on the front wheels there is nothing else. Let's go to overview mode. And this mechanics where you lose focus is horrible. This wheel also obviously has some issue. You know, I think the game as such is amazing and I love it, but I think, you know, the attention from developers to the game is really almost non-existent. They're just pushing DLCs and VR version of the game and whatever, and all of that is nice. I don't mind, honestly, but, you know, why would you push VR when you really 80%? Can we use 80%? Let's... Yes, we can. When we were pushing VR when so many people doesn't have, you know, the set. So yeah, strange, but again, money is the main driver for most of these people. Well, for almost all of these people. Very rarely is to find a developer that does it with really love and everything. But yeah, there are games like that, and I do enjoy other games. And I will play probably some other games some other time. At the moment we are playing this, and you know, why not? To repeat again, this is a vanilla version of the game without any mods, but with every single DLC. Okay? This one is good brake pads, so this means we will switch to front wheel, front right. So I have practically every single DLC that came out. As I said, I don't mind to spend money on the game. I honestly don't mind helping and supporting developers, but I really like when developers are supporting community, you know, and that's always nice to see. With this game I don't feel it, but what can you do? It is what it is, and we have to move forward and enjoy in what we have. So this is job done. Again, did we have to put, just let me check, sorry guys, no, this is the original one, 86%, better to put that one and keep 100% for something else. And we had some 80%, if you've seen a pad that was left from something, brake pad, and we use it on this car, and it's perfectly acceptable, and that is now gone, and we don't need to think about that in our inventory. So done, small payout, but still we are almost at the goal of level 7. So let's take another job, check for the bonuses. That was money bonus, experience bonus. I don't care what, I am doing this job because this is always 20-30 XPs more. And this is nice Ford GT40. Okay, let's see, what do we have here and what... hub bearing, outer tire, double wishbone shock absorber. Double wishbone shock absorber. Now, I know double wishbone shock absorber. We need to buy one, and we need to buy cap. I have spring. And let's immediately, you see, before we do anything else, I'm not going even to check the car, because in the list it was written this. This means the absorber is gone, the whole shock assembly is gone and it's broken. So I hope I didn't make mistake and I did a good job, although I have a tendency to have these things in stock, like 2-3 of them, new ones prepared, so I just change them. No need to wait. Okay, let's go to our overview mode. As always, yeah, you see, as always, this wheel is problematic, this part of the suspension. We need to remove sway bar here and wishbone. Although, I'm just thinking, yeah, it is horrible. I did a proper assessment in advance. So good, that's it. And we have one more part here. That would be wheel hub and this rod. Okay, let's remove tire. Remove tire, perfect. Remove rod, and I think when we remove cap, we will be able to remove bearing. Let's put bearing back. We have some in stock. We do. Superb. Again, I didn't think because we do have original part which we can return back. This one, 69%. We don't want to spend a new part if there is no need for that, and that's about it. This is done. Just give me a moment. I think this is the job done. Check. Yeah, small payout, finish order, but still we managed to get to level 7. Easy 3-minute job. Let's go to our toolbox and check it. Okay, now I told you last time, if you watched my previous episode, that I'm aiming for 100% fast screwing and unscrewing, and I'm immediately going to unlock it because this is super useful for the the things we are doing. Now, all other skills I can leave it out, and I will keep my unlock point until I decide what would be the best way to go forward. Again, it's absolutely up to you how you are going to do it. This is my way, and I could unlock this faster examination, instantly examine 3 parts. That's not so bad, etc., etc. But I don't want to do that at the moment. I will keep my point. I don't need to spend it at the moment. 2,400 XPs. We are on super good way to do stuff as efficient as possible. No bonuses. Okay, now what we can do, God doesn't start, strange noises, that could be interesting. Let's go with one job that is the storyline job. Okay, parts. What I will do, I will not even move the car. I will go here, go to the engine bay and see. Remove fuel filter 25%, so that should be the one. Let me see. Ignition wires. Usually when the car is doing these things, ignition wires could be issue. They are not. Ignition coil. Let's see. Ignition coil is gone. Spark plugs. Always check spark plugs. 10% and 9. So spark plugs are basically broken. Let's see. Nice. You know, loud noises and stuff. Oil. Okay. Let's see what else. Starter seems to be perfectly fine. I will just remove it. Yeah, starter is perfectly fine. And we could have some issues also here. Okay, we will do that a little bit later. Let's send car to the lifter. Okay, because we know there is exhaust system that is faulty. So let's remove it first, and then we will see what else we are missing. So exhaust system. Look at this. Cannot focus. Okay, here. This for sure. This for sure. So we are missing 2 parts. Okay, I would think he's not starting in the morning, yeah? If you are not starting your car in the morning, there is a big fat chance that your battery is, yeah, the battery is gone. Now, the problem is we do have one more part that is not found, and for that we need to go really to engine bay, because I don't think that any of these other parts are the problem, but actually something here that we are missing, maybe some timing component. So what we are going to do, we are going to remove this radiator because it annoys me, and let's just fast remove these belts. These things are okay, I can see that from here, but regardless, I just want to check all these parts to be sure. Let's remove timing cover. No, everything here is perfectly fine. Fuel rail. Now I'm thinking I'm missing something, probably maybe air filter or oil filter or fuel filter even. Let me see. Where is fuel filter? Where is fuel filter? This engine should have fuel filter, but I don't actually see it anywhere. Let's go out. This is interesting. Either I am completely and utterly crazy, or this engine doesn't have fuel filter. Okay, so this is the type of engine that doesn't have fuel filter. Air filter is fine. And now I am completely puzzled because I'm missing something super obvious, like this one here, but this is not. Okay. The fuel filter actually we removed. So guys, at the moment I'm completely and utterly puzzled. I know. You see, even with 350 hours, almost 340 hours of the gaming, I exactly know where I missed the thing. Look at this. Fuel pump. Okay. The most obvious thing, and yeah, thanks to my stupidity, I simply ignored the fact that we have to change that. Okay, let's just maybe fix this fast. And that was actually, I have to, is this again not engine bay? Why? Just to check, what is the problem? Ah, okay, now it's working. This was my simply, I would say, not really stupidity, but ignorance. You know, when you play games so long, you think you know everything, and then you forget things like that. And you know, all of this is connected together, and you know that it is not really air filter or radiator, and yeah, but you remove it because you have no clue what's going on, and it's just a fuel pump. Perfectly fine, no worries. Let's see what we have to buy. Ignition coil, i4, spark plugs. Let's maybe just in the meantime return these things here. Return these things here, just, you know, to not to have a big mess around. I'm not doing focus because this radiator goes in a way, and I can do it like this, so it's not a big deal. Perfect. Let's go out. Let's go and buy fuel pumps. We will buy 2 coil. That was i4, yep, that is the one. Spark plugs. These you can keep in stock, but at the moment I will just buy what I need. What else do we need? Fuel filter we have. I'm just thinking, okay, whatever we forgot, we will buy it later. Let's mount what we can. Okay, fuel rail was good. Fuel filter goes new in. Ignition coil new. We had, let me put these spark plugs in. As I said, you can just use mouse and enter to confirm spark plug. That's it. Let's return wires, and then battery. We need to buy battery definitely, and middle muffler and rear muffler. Okay, let's buy that. Battery, you will have opportunity to charge batteries later when you have a battery charger, and that's kind of cool. So you can buy one and always, you have one old and you can always recharge it. So yeah, I think it was a rear, very often used this one. If it's not, who cares? And that should be it for the engine bay. New battery, and I think I can put, maybe I cannot. Okay, it doesn't really matter. We have to put the exhaust system, so for that we have to put car up, click anywhere, assemble. So you're going with middle muffler first, and then with rear muffler, and I believe I can maybe access, you see, fuel pump from here. Okay, now let's see. Everything is in. I will go out to check it again. Right click, car status. Let's see. We cannot finish order because we didn't drain oil. We need to do that. So let's send our oil drainer here and let's use equipment. So we drained oil. It was a little oil inside. Now we put car down and change the oil, and that is the lights. Last step. How do we change oil? Oil fill plug. Click. Keep the mouse down, left mouse down until it overflows. When it overflows, you know it is full. So no need to think about that much. Oh, it takes a lot of oil. Done. Perfect. Let's see. Done, 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 done. Not a huge bonus, but it is nice. It is nice. So we are at level 7. We have quite a long time to go. Let us check. Do we have any bonus job? This is a money bonus job. Why not? It's as good as any other job. We have list provided. So outer inner tie rod, sway bar, rear and a link. Sway bar, rear and link. Okay. Sway bar, rear and a link. This is the one, and it was B, I think. I will buy one B, one A. Actually, we are going to need them anyway. Oh, we need to put car to our lifter for a change. Good. This is Jeep Cherokee, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Grand Cherokee even. Okay. So these first few episodes will be a little bit maybe, boring. I'm not sure even boring, but maybe more not so interesting, yeah? Because we are doing mostly mechanical things and not much else. But, you know, this is a playthrough, so we have to go through the game. We have to try actually to, you know, really go through it and to find what is the best way to kind of, you know, go through it relatively fast, and then to have pleasure of playing for pure fun. And, you know, we will see. This is now work. Okay, so we changed A, B. That is perfectly fine. We will immediately put tire back. And these are fast jobs for 100 something XP, so I'm quite happy with that. Let's see. Sway bar, front and link B is done. Inner and outer tie rod. So it says to me that this one didn't need change of the outer tie rod. This one. So this one didn't need it. I was talking and didn't really pay attention. And I will be honest with you, I don't care. I don't want to spend time to change it again, because game will not really care about that, and I will spend a few dollars more or a few units more. I'm honestly not bothered with that at all. Let's just return parts here and let's see what the game is telling me. Yeah, now it's happy. Now it's happy with that, so no problems there. Just let's see this one. Perfect. So we have a rear sway bar link. Just let me see which one looks to be. See, this one is bad, faulty. So we got it. I'm not sure what can we do from here. We can. Perfect. I got a new one. We will change it, put it in, put tire in, and that is the job done. 5 minutes, not 5 even, I think 3-4 minutes, and that's it. Right click, dum, small bonus, but again, 2586, 2692. So nice XP. Money is not important. I will show you ways how to earn money. Don't worry, money is at the moment something that I honestly don't care much about. Okay, we have this one that I will sell. That is the group of the parts. You have sell it manually. And then we have lots of these that are broken. Let's sell everything that is less than, let's say, 55%. Okay, now we have some new parts and we will talk about cases and barns and everything. Patience. We are not in rush, so probably next episode. I think it's too early now. Okay. So we have again one of these complex jobs. This is a complex job, I know that one. It will take a lot of time and stuff. Maybe we'll do it later, but at the moment, let's see. List provided. Okay, let's do it. Engine job. We didn't do many of these. We have list provided, so it's not a big deal. Still, I will send the car on the lifter. I like to work on the lifter. It's easier, more convenient. It's very rusty and everything. Okay, let's see. This is funny. One spark plug. Let's buy one spark plug. Actually, this is, I think, the smaller job I have ever seen. I'm not joking. So let's remove clamshell so we can access engine, and we need to remove ignition wires. And then, if you remember, because we know which one is faulty, when we put mouse on it in the left bottom corner, it will show us these are all good. This one is bad. That's about it. We return, we put the new one in. We return wires. We go out. We go to assemble mode. So this is why you have it, assemble mode. And then you can put body parts in. Trunk window. You have now to put all body parts in. Although I think you can even steal some of them and the car would be okay. I cannot remember. But I do believe it is possible, like, not to return everything, like lights and stuff. So let's see. This is done. 8 units. But, you know, again, nice XP gain. Okay, let's see. That was amazing. Normal order, normal. The game doesn't really like us today. This is... okay, we didn't do these jobs yet, just, you know, like exhaust system only. So beautiful car. This is a nice Ford 350. We don't need to think much again. We just push car up. Of course, exhaust system is done from the second level, top lifter level. We come here and we check exhaust pipe C, let's see, and a rear muffler BV8. Okay, this is the one. Parts. A rear muffler B V8. Am I correct? Rear muffler B V8. That is, and exhaust pipe C. Exhaust pipe C. 2 of these. So these are all the parts we need. We click to mount mode. Here, focus. One exhaust pipe C. Another exhaust pipe C, and then our rear muffler B. Done. Let's go out, right click. So job is done. But look at the payout. Again, 200 for this, amazing, and we are going to pass, look at this. As I said, we are going to pass level 8. Now, let's spend a minute. Level 8 doesn't bring us anything, as you can see, because it is simply, you know, between levels. But level 9, it brings 100% faster part installing and removing, and these are all repairs. So we have 2 points. I still undecided, not really undecided, but still we don't need any of these at the moment. If we need something, we will unlock it, you know, when we need it. So let's see. Do we have another job? No bonuses. Again, dodge, look, take order. Why we are doing this? Because each one of these jobs, each one of these jobs are bringing in a nice gain of XP for basically no time spent. Let's see. So this was talking about exhaust jobs, so I know that we have front exhaust section that is not good. Let's see. And we have manifold. I'm absolutely sure, because we didn't get list of parts, we need to figure them by ourselves. I didn't pay attention, I will be honest with you, so I wouldn't probably take the job if I seen that. It doesn't really matter, honestly, it's completely unimportant. We can do that really fast. Let's see, other side, you know, 2 manifolds and 1 pipe. Again, even if this was provided, it would be like 30 seconds faster, not a big deal. Let's see what we need. 2 V10A manifolds and 1 front exhaust section V10B. I hope I remember. Front exhaust section V10B, if I'm not mistaken. Front exhaust section V6 V. This is the one, and we needed manifolds, and these were V10A, if I remember well. So bear with me, I'm trying to find where the Flutsk are, the V10Bs. These are the big ones, but these are 8s. Okay, because I cannot do it like that, let's type V10 and then go through V10 parts. And am I crazy, or I cannot see? It's here, finally. Okay, that's that. Where is our car? Car is here. We can first put our exhaust manifolds, 2 of these. These are specially for Dodge, as you can see, but this is the Ford. No, this is a Dodge truck. The previous one was Ford, I presume. Maybe this is Dodge Ram. I didn't check, honestly. We'll see. Yeah. And let's this is SRT Dodge Ram, yeah. And let's put the last piece of the puzzle. I don't want this, I want to focus here. Yes, thank you. And put this pipe in. And that's about it. That's the job done. Look at the payout, amazing. Look at this. More expensive parts, more payment you get after the job done. 2009-12, 3017, more than 100 XP. Superb. Let's see what we have. Nothing. We are looking for the bonuses. Don't forget, always look for the bonuses. Again, let's do this one, because these jobs are super fast and super efficient. This is a nice, beautiful, cute Willys, which needs some exhaust system work. So let's check what needs to be done. Although I think this was list provided from what I seen briefly, and we don't need to bother too much. Let me see, middle and front exhaust and exhaust manifold I4C. I4C, like I4C, how it's written. Front okay, front exhaust section, I think it was that one, I4C, so it is like this. Okay. And manifold. And the last one I cannot remember. What was the last one? That was absolutely a wrong one. Middle muffler. Okay, middle muffler. These things also you can, buy them in scores actually and have at least few of them. Also fuel tanks and stuff that will come later, but actually fuel tanks are... no, I think I have first to remove just to be on the safe side. Manifold. Fuel tanks cannot be repaired, for example, and they need to be changed, and there's quite a few of them that need changing. So you see, we need to remove this, but in order to do that we need to remove all these things. So way too many screws for the simple thing. But what can you do? You have to do it. This one has to go out, this one. And then we are just putting a new part immediately. That is it. I think, no, we cannot. And let's return all the other parts we have too. Okay, carburetor is going on the top, two screws here. And the air filter cover. I think that's it. And then we need to push car up to be able to put exhaust system. Okay, let's see here. This one and the middle muffler. Done. This job is not bringing so much money because the parts are not expensive. Also, you can look that way. Take a huge expensive car and then the parts will be so much more expensive and you will have more money. What I'm looking at now, let's take it, let's risk it, and let's try to do it. This is a big job. Let's see. He bought it from a dealer. Gears, so that is gearbox, that is always good. Left, right side. Okay, guys. What we need to do with this car, without any doubt, we need to go to test track, definitely. And then we need to put it on the test pad, and it's still suspension and gearbox. We know where gearbox is. This is the first time we are going to do it, but we know it actually, and I will show you everything. This is going to be a big job, as I said, because I know that I remember most of these, but yeah, I forgot probably later jobs, these were at the start and more challenging and stuff, and later it becomes a little bit easier with all the tools you have. You see how car is going wrong, so you need to go back now. Nothing, it's not a problem, but the car is horrible. The suspension is really bad. So you try just to go through it to be able to see what is wrong with the car. Okay, let's go through the suspension test. Oh, I always like that part. And we will see braking, and then we are going to do test pad, and then okay, we are not going really to do braking. Luckily for us, there is no damage, and that's perfectly nice. Good. So the first part of the test is done. Let's go to the test path and see what we can do with car there. And I hope this job will not take more than 30 minutes, maybe 40. Okay, I'm not interested to watch what is wrong at the moment. Let's do the test first, and then we will combine that and find what else maybe is missing. Open the door and then test and go. Oh, not click. Good. So you remember, top left corner, you can see, the status of the things, and the bottom, the car is, well, the game is asking you accelerate, brake, do this, do that, follow that. Now I have to press S. Now again, accelerate. We are going for a suspension test. You see front brakes are definitely broken. The rear and the other front should be okayish. Front suspension doesn't look horrible, but it is actually. And rear suspension, yeah. See, there is quite a few parts that are bad. Let's see how many we managed to figure out. Okay. There are quite a few we didn't get, but that is the beauty of the car mechanic being the car mechanic and doing that stuff. So let's check again. Gears and okay. What we are going to do? First we are going to remove starter. So why? Usually you cannot remove gearbox without removing the starter, okay? And starter can be removed mostly, and I think mostly from the engine bay. On some cars I think you can remove it even from the bottom, but usually it's like from here. So now it is clear, now it's easier. So that was the first step, so we are able to remove gearbox. What I want to do next actually is to see, can we remove gearbox? We cannot, because we have this drive shaft. Okay, then we are starting from this wheel, and this job is pretty big, but, and you know, again, this mechanics that I showed you, mechanics of the game, that basically ask you to put some part on exactly the same place and you remove like thousands of parts. It's extremely stupid, but nothing can be done about that. Let's see, brake discs are okay. I don't want to remove them at the moment. This is okay also. This should be okay, so I will remove just things that I believe are bad. Unfortunately for arms, to be able to check bushings, you have to look at the top left. Okay, these are I think okay, so I will return them because they are not, they're actually not impacting the other stuff we are doing. So let's do it. These bushings we didn't see. Okay, front drive axle, unmount, and we want to remove things from this side. Okay, you need to have some order, whatever works for you, but I want to be able to remove front drive shaft now and to access gearbox. That is the thing we want to do. Also we will check the radiator, not really radiator, but I'm not sure about that fan. So we are removing these parts. Every gearbox is basically consisting of the same parts, of plates, of oh my goodness, flywheel and stuff. You will be able to, you know, see that more in later stages. Let's see now. We are missing something from suspension here, definitely, and something here. Again, something here, something here. There is quite a few parts that are missing. Okay, so this we know it is really in bad shape. We are going to remove it. Also steering rack, let's see the condition. Steering rack is also bad. This lower suspension arm is bad, together with, at least, no, bushings look good, but we might change everything regardless. We will disassemble everything here because this side looks pretty broken. Caliper is gone, pads are gone, disc is good. Hub we need to remove actually because this knuckle cover is bad. Okay, so there is quite a lot of work on this car. Okay, let's remove absorber. Absorber is good, shouldn't be a problem. And front steering knuckle. Let's see now. Here we have most of the parts. Something here, okay, and few more parts here. We will see at the moment. Let me check. Let's remove the disc, let's remove this wheel hub. There is no reason for that, honestly, but I just want to have a clean slate. I want to see everything, and this should be all good. We will not touch this. In meantime, I said I wanted to check the fans here, just to check them to see are they, yeah, you see, both of these are broken. A radiator shouldn't be. Radiator 61, we are going to return it back immediately, okay? Intercooler looks good. So let's see our list and see where we are. I do believe that we have something on the front suspension that is still not okay, but we cannot really check it. This is it. I'm just looking, bear with me for a minute. Okay, let's remove these parts because we need to be sure. We need to be sure. We need to push car up, of course. We need to be sure, so I will just disassemble this fully, because that is the only way that we are sure we got it all, okay? That is the only way. And I usually, what I do, I kind of wanted to do it a little bit more, I don't know how to call it even, streamlined, but I usually just remove everything and assemble it back. So this looks okay, and with this, whole front suspension is done. So we don't need to think about that. Intercooler is perfectly fine. Good, 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 good. Okay, so let us check. We do have one part here which might be also somewhere from the rear suspension. So let's go on in the rear and let's disassemble it. You might want to disassemble it, you know, first one side, another side, but many things are simply connected to each other, and you must, you know, like do them together. I'm just looking, you see, this one is gone. Yeah, oil hub, and ooh, and this one is gone. Okay, let's, we have actually to disassemble everything, but this is why we are doing it, to learn in the process. So this is a big job actually, and a lot of broken things here, and this one with multiple bushings that are bad. Rear shock absorber A is also gone, sway link is gone. I cannot do this before I remove bushing. Okay, rear suspension arm, and then we will slowly rebuild everything. You see, there is a lot of broken parts. This knuckle, actually, yeah, it's also broken. So this one is also bad, but in order to remove it, we have to, you know, disassemble this side also. Although this side is so much better, I don't think we need to touch anything on this side. Let's see. Let me just check. Brake, wheel hub. Yeah, these pads are goners also. We will need to change them. All four pads are bad. I think wheel hub cap. Just check. Okay, let us see. Maybe we are lucky enough and we got all the parts now. As you can see, it is done. Perfect. What we will do now, we need to think how to approach two things, and I will start from you know, where we started this assembly. We will start assembly back. So first we are going with cross member, and we will use these bushings that are 61% because the game didn't ask us to change these. So let's try that. And if needed later, we can always exchange it for the new ones, but I think this 61 should do job because this part was not broken and it was working fine. Now, steering rack, we need a new one. We need steering knuckle A, etc, etc. So let's see. Front steering knuckle A, we need at least one. We need a steering rack. We need rear sway bar. It was B maybe. This one we needed. I think this for sure. These rods we should have enough. We needed 2 of these if I'm not mistaken also. So now I'm doing just things from top of my head. I think we had a lower suspension arm. I will take one, I will need that anyway. Small bushings, do we have small bushings in stock? We will see. Let's start from here and then we will, as we need them, we will buy them. So I will do 100% here. That was worst side anyway. So front axle knuckle cover, that we don't have. Front axle knuckle cover, we need at least one. Where it is here? We need at least one, and I think we need some other stuff that I didn't buy, but we will. Wheel hubs were okay, 61%, and we can slowly, see immediately, like, are we doing progress? At the moment, no, you see? Nothing here. So let's switch to other side, and this is what I'm telling you. Game asking you to put stuff where it expect the stuff to be. Let's see. Nope. So I will remove it, and I will remove things here, okay, and here, and here, and let's see now. I just want to be sure that we both all understand everything. So we'll put 100% here. And now game is happy. You see, you have to be careful. So just check it. If you disassemble everything, check it after each part if it's okay. If it's okay, perfect. Just move forward. So knuckle cover, I will put new one and immediately check. Yes, game likes that. Then this hub that didn't need to be changed anyway. Hub bearing, it goes 61% in, and the ventilated disc, let's put 61% and see. That should be okay. If it's not, we can later come back. We need new pads for all the wheels, and we will put new caliper here, and again we will check. Steering knuckle caliper, okay, game accepted it. So perfect. What is here? Brake pads. Okay, let's buy brake pads. We know that we need that, and I think we need front drive axle C. If we don't, who cares? As always, we need stuff in stock anyway. I don't care about money at the moment. Money is not the issue. Did we buy a steering rack or not? We did, and sorry, I pressed escape by mistake. So we did. Okay, let's keep putting things in. Inner tie rod. All of these we will put new regardless. Game will not hate us for that, trust me. What I want to see, front sway bar. 61% should be acceptable quality. Front shock absorbers, they were never faulty. So same with sway bar links that I expect are okay. Let's see. And lower suspension arm, what I will do, I will use new bushings for lower suspension arm. I don't honestly care. Let me see. So we are slowly starting to build the car, what we need. Okay, what we need now, we need these parts here for the gearbox. Let's see in inventory, and then we switch to gearbox group. We don't need clutch plate, but we need everything else. Okay, let's go and buy it. We don't need clutch plate, but we need this and this and flywheel, and I4 is the gearbox. I know that. I want to put gearbox in now, okay? Because that will allow us to put some other stuff, and let's do it. So flywheel is going first. We have a new one, then clutch plate. We will use the old one. It's perfectly fine. A new clutch pressure plate, which has 5 screws here, and the clutch release bearing, a new one, and on top of it we are putting a new gearbox. Nice, nice, perfect, fine, good. Now that is allowing us to put front drive shaft, which we didn't buy. Okay, let's go and buy front drive shaft. Cool. What I'm missing is when you actually, select your car, you should be able to go to the tablet, but you are not. And that is, again, I think bad mechanics, but what can you do? And now you see, we have this front drive axle C, and both of these all were broken and bad and faulty, so now they're back. Let us check our list. Okay, list is starting to fill itself. Amazing. Let's go to the other side and mount other parts and see how we do things here. So for this side I will use old knuckle, but I want to check. I think this is going to be perfectly fine. We will use older parts. These that are 61%, original parts that we took off from the car. Ventilated disc, again, we can use this one, I'm almost sure. Pads, we need new, there is no doubt about that. We can use old bearing and new drive axle, which is nice. And caliper, I think this one will do the job nicely. So, add to that absorber, which is good, sway bar link, which again we will use the 60% one. I do believe it will do the job. Lower suspension arm, old one, but I want to put new bushings because I can. And these are not making any really difference in money. You can spend $50, 50 euros, 50 whatever money is in your country more, and it's not a big deal. Okay, let's see. So the front suspension should be okay if you look at that. Now we need to play with rear suspension, and we need to do radiator, gearbox is changed. So yeah, why not? We will not put wheels yet. We are going to check it. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Okay, rear axle knuckle housing A. Let us buy rear axle knuckle housing A. This is the one. And you see, the game kind of moves you. That's very, very strange. Where is the knuckle housing? Sorry for a second. I'm trying to get the focus to switch. This is sometimes hard, but it's okay. So we are putting new one, and immediately we are checking. Yeah, that's okay. Wheel hub 3. So we are putting new one, not thinking about that. Hubs were okay, so they can go as they were. Also bearing, let me see. Do we have hub bearing? I don't see one, so this should be fine. Brake disc, why not? New one. Old cap, new pad, and the original caliper. So let's see, how do we do things at the moment. Before anything else, I need to, put all these things in, because this will help us, to cut the list of parts. I'm thinking, should I put all new bushings and simply ignore it? I think I will do that. I think rear shock absorber A, I don't have it. I don't have it, I will buy it. Okay, mount, let's put absorber in. Do we have arm? We don't have. Rear suspension arm B. Rear suspension arm B, it is here. I didn't buy it, I missed it for some reason. And this is, again, I'm repeating why I have all these things in stock, so I don't care, what part I need. I usually have it. Sometimes you will rear sway bar A, sometimes you will miss something and stuff, but it's actually not a big deal. And let me see, we want to put this rear sway bar in, and then I would like to do this part, and rear end link, I will put the new one, everything here should be new. Rear suspension arm A. Interesting, I was exactly sure that I got it, but obviously I missed it. You see how the focus changes? Shouldn't do that. Okay, let's see. And we are going to return these things. These were never faulty, so they should be okay. And then we have the upper arm, which is okay. Shouldn't be a problem, but we are going to check. So see, again, these bushings are extremely annoying. We will see which ones the game wants to, change, because we did actually change most of these. I just want to put this back, okay, first, and then we will finish with the bushings. So what I will do, I will immediately remove this one, and I will immediately remove this one, okay, and then we will return parts with new bushings. I'm not sure if that is going to solve the problem, but sometimes it does. And again, I find that annoying because, okay, so you see, and we also have two bushings here that need change. So let's take them out. I think that will be most of it, actually. Let's see. I will just sell all bushings and that's perfectly fine. Let's see. Yes, that is it. So we have a radiator, fan housing, and fan. Let's buy that. One and fan. Okay, this I think must be done from here. So let's go here, switch to mount mode. Yes, and from what I can gather, and I will show you now, I want just to finish the car, okay, to put the wheels on, and I will show you why it is very nice and important to do these jobs. And we did it in even less time than I expected, so that was really fast. And as always, if you're unsure, just put a new part, it should be okay. You know, these bushings usually you don't know where is the part. What we are missing here? We are missing the small we are missing? We are missing the end link here, I think. That should be the last one, okay? So yeah, if you're unsure, just put the new part in and it should sort the issue. Perfect. Do we have last wheel on that side? No, that should be it. Okay, now let's check. Okay, we had a job for which we didn't have a list of the parts. We did testing, which was nice and perfect. We found some parts by, visual inspection, and then we found some parts by simply disassembling stuff and making it happen and see what is wrong. But the main point, we spent 4,000 units. And look at the bonuses, 1,874 and 1,874. So this is how you earn money, with these nice jobs. Payout 7,730. Let's see how much of the XP we got. Let's say we have 3,300 less 800. Starter. How it is possible that I forgot about the starter? And you remember we removed it because we had to remove it for our gearbox. Okay, now it should be okay, I hope. Let's check. 3293 345. Okay, that is very nice XP gain. And we are still at our 16 minutes into the video, so we have ample time to push it forward. This one might be a little bit complex, I cannot remember. This is suspension again, but let's see our jobs. Do we have nothing? Let's then do the first job. This is Dodge Ram, if I'm not mistaken, or it was Ford. No, it was Dodge. Do we have list? Perfect. The same thing, so exhaust manifold and front exhaust section. Exhaust manifold, 2 of them, and front exhaust section 10B. We buy parts immediately, we move car to our lifter, and we do the job. 2 minutes for a nice amount of money and nice amount of XP. We are going level up, guys, so that's also very nice. I'm looking at if you look at our points, you can see that we are missing actually only this is amazing. I'm annoyed with this focus here. This car is a little bit broken, let's say. So we are missing very little in terms of points to get to level 9, and that is good. So what did we have here? If you remember, exhaust manifolds, 2 of them, a lot of screws, and what I'm doing immediately, I'm immediately putting a new one in, and we will sell now old parts. When we finish, there is a lot of them in inventory. We don't need them to sit there. Is this one also bad? I think it is, from what I remember. No, this one is not actually. So we will return this one in. Okay. What do we need to put in? Rear muffler V10B. Let's buy a rear muffler V10B. This is the one. And maybe you've seen I bought some part that we didn't need, actually one spare, but as I always say, nothing is wasted ever. Either you sell it back for a little bit less money, or you simply use it on some other job. So this is our rear muffler, and there is something else. Where is that? It's here. Again, I cannot focus for some strange reason. Now I can, finally. And this. This job should be done, yes. But look, payout for this job, If you remember, we did it already, and it's nice 800, almost 900 units, and it will bring us 120 almost XPs. So we are level 9. Let's go to our toolbox. Now, what do we have here? We have 3 points, which is amazing. And this is 100% faster part installing and removing. Okay, so I want that. I'm not puzzled about that. I know I want that. Other skills include compression tester, 5% more income for finished orders. That is useful, of course, but later. I still have 2 points. We need to wait until level 12 to actually get some very, very nice things. And in the meantime, do we need anything? No, I will still keep my points and decide on the point at the moment when we need, you know, like maybe some specific skill or something. I could go with this, I could go with this, I could go with this. All of these would do the job. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's time to unlock, you know, 50% faster part examination, and let's do it and take it out from the way, and other things we will think about later. Now we need to do, again, look for the jobs. This is interesting one, no list, experience bonus, oh, take order. This is, I think, a gearbox. I didn't even check, I just wanted to take the job because I thought it was expiring. Let's see. Cool. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is what we want because actually this brings money. Brake caliper. Superb. These jobs are nice. These jobs are good. They bring money. Let's buy immediately. Gearbox. We know that he mentioned gearbox, and he mentioned I think he mentioned all of these, so I will buy everything and we will need it anyway. Car up. You remember the starter thing, so go in and remove starter. That's the first order of business. Then go out and push car up, because without removing starter we cannot remove gearbox actually. Okie dokie, let's see. We have here, you see, all these things, and my goodness. Okay, this is going to take a little bit more. So what we are going to do, let's remove tires, front drive axles, same here, tire, front drive axle. With these gearboxes, you know, the system is like this, and you need to remove front drive shaft, and then you can go to the gearbox, remove it, and remove all these parts, which are obviously faulty and not good. You can see it visually. And immediately we got new parts, so we don't need to wait. A return, we forgot to sell parts again and again and again. I always forget to do that, to remove old parts from inventory, but let's hope I will remember that for the next time after this job. So I'm putting all the new parts and I'm putting a new gearbox. Okay, and this gearbox is unfortunate, it cannot be repaired because they are below 15% from what I've seen, so yeah. And let's return immediately parts back because we don't want them to stay around for no reason at all. What we want now to see, this caliper needs to be changed, and pad, no, pad doesn't have to be changed, of course. If it's not given the value because you have list of the parts, then no need for that. Let me see, do we have caliper? No, we don't. So I will buy 3 of calipers just to have them in stock. Where have we been? Here, yeah. Okay. So this should be done on this wheel. Let's check. We have ventilated this, that is another other side on the front wheel, although this might have ventilated on all wheels, but we will check it now, because I didn't see it, so most probably, no. Actually, it is this one. So caliper is okay, but ventilated disc is not. So let's put new one. I hope we have one in stock. 80%. Let me see. Perfect. Customer will accept 80% parts. So why not to use them? A caliper is 76 and that's it. So that means we have a caliper on one of the rear wheels, which we need to change. See, screwing, unscrewing much faster. I love it. This is here. We can see immediately rusty. This is good, you know, our upgrades. Inspection of parts is faster also, so we are getting more and more efficient in our job. So that's about it. This is the last one we needed to change. We are going with this and this job is done, and we will see now how much did we earn. We know that XP is usually the same, but the money wise, I don't know. Look at the bonuses. This is why I jumped so much to take this job. Even it had experience bonus. See, we did spend 3,000, but we got 5,000 as a bonus. So this job is amazing. Let's finish the order when we put starter back. And always, you know, I will always forget to put starter back. You will see that time after time. I will remember to, you know, take it off, but I will forget to put it back. Okay, let's put the starter in, and that also I did on the previous job, so you can see the pattern there. Finish order, 3,600, 3,150 XP. Very nice amount. Let's see, what do we have? This one, again gearbox. Even if we have, no, we don't have. I was thinking even if we have like experience bonus on some other job, we will take this one, but yeah. Did I take a wrong job? Yes, I did, unfortunately. I did completely unintentionally, because the one job you know, disappeared and we lost a job. Let me see, can I do this? I can. Perfect. So we have two jobs. So you can do that also. I didn't show that yet, but you can actually take multiple jobs and keep them in the queue. So we will first do this one. It is saying brake job, we don't know parts, and I don't want to test it. I don't want to lose time. I will just simply check what is acceptable, 34%, and try to figure out by myself. Brakes shouldn't be a complicated job, so 35%, caliper, nothing, pads, nothing, ventilated, nothing. So immediately we are just returning that back. Do you remember what I mentioned a few moments ago about the old parts? I hope you do, because we are going now in and we are selling everything that is old and we don't need it. I will even sell all these rubber bushings because we could use them in a way, you know, in some other cars, but I don't want them to clutter my inventory. So this side didn't show anything. Let's see this side. Let's see. Brake caliper. No. No. Disk is 28%. Customer needs 34%, so that is the first part we need to change, but we don't have disks. I don't know, we spent it all, that's nice. I'm buying 4 ventilated disks, I'm buying 4 normal disks just to be on the safe side. Let's mount the new ventilated disk, and then of course old pads, because the customer doesn't mind. Again, not old, original ones, they're taken from the car. You would never put old part on the car, that is unprofessional. So we have more parts that are not discovered. I would expect them to be on this wheel. Usually brake jobs, taking brake jobs without the list of the parts is not the best thing to do, trust me. Because you need a bit of time and stuff like that, so wheel cylinder is good. Brake shoe, you see, it needs new one, there is no doubt in my mind about that. And the brake drum was okay, so that's that on this side. And then, you know, I would expect this side to have 2 more things to fix. Let me check. Well, yeah. Oh, this thing doesn't have electronic system, I think, so ABS and stuff. Brake drum should be goner, yes. The brake shoe is okay. And cylinder is bad. So, we are putting back drum wheel cylinder, which we don't have. So let's buy 2 of these. I also want to buy 2 shoes. And maybe 2 drums. And I will show you later, maybe, you know, we will get warehouse. 39, what is the minimum? 34 is the minimum, so we can use old shoe, but drum was in bad condition, so that needs to be changed. Okay, I would expect, now we will check, that this job is done. Let us just check, yeah, this job is done. Let's return wheels back, and we can just finish this job and take XP, because the money from this job will be nothing, actually very little. But sometimes, you know, you cannot have everything. You've seen the last job we did, it was very fast and it was like 5,000 profit. And this one would be, we would be happy if it is 200, but it's not even that, I presume. Let's see. 278 is total payout, but profit is 100. Finish, again, I don't mind as long as I get nice amount of XP, which I did. So let's see this car. This car has ABS model, ABS pump, 2 expensive parts, nice, and brake pads. And again, the same gearbox with the same problems like we had on the last one, which makes our life easy. We will just go and buy parts that we know we need. First brake parts, ABS pump, ABS module, then a gearbox part. We need clutch plate, pressure plate, release, flywheel, and then a gearbox i4. I believe we have all the parts here, so let's push our car up, open the hood, remove what? You now know for sure, remove the starter and try not to forget to put it back, and move car actually more up. Good, 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 good. So first things first, let's try to focus here. We have to remove wheels because the gearbox is the same like the last one, and it has that axles that needs to be removed. You see, front drive shaft is connected to these axles, and these axles must be removed. So we can remove front drive shaft, and then we can actually remove gearbox from the place, and then we will remove all these faulty things. And this is going to be nice payout again. because not only the gearbox is gone, but the both expensive parts on the braking system. So I think we will get a nice payout on this one. And we will need money because relatively soon we will start with our own projects. We will try to earn some money like that. We will get eventually access to junkyard, and I want to show you what I believe is the best way to, you know, use junkyard to your own advantage. From that X, so we can return this one and we can return this one. Now, just bear with me. We have 2 brake pads. Gearbox is sorted. So what I want to do, because I didn't even see inspection, this brake pad is obviously not good. So before we do anything else, let's put new one in. This is the original one, 60%, and I will return now wheel back because no reason not to do it. Let's check this side, and do we need to change this brake pad? No. As you can see, as I explained, green parts are new, yellow are the parts that are not new, but we know they're okay. So this one, nothing, we just put a wheel back on. I will finish with braking system later, but I want to see, first it's not this, but probably then it is this one. Yes, it is this one. So let's change the brake pad, and then we will push car down a level and change pump and ABS, whatever is the second thing, and that will be it for this car. And you see, these jobs can be done very fast, even much faster than I'm doing it. Because I'm talking, I'm honestly a little bit, you know, thinking what I'm doing. It's always hard to talk all the time and do stuff at the same time. So that's it. We changed this. I do believe all these parts are done, and now we are pushing car down, going to our engine bay and taking off ABS module and ABS pump and changing them for the new things that we have prepared. Okay, new ABS pump and new ABS module. These two are, each of them is around 700 units, so that means quite expensive. Let's see. Okay, as I said, this was a fast job, efficient, not paid so much like previous one, but still we are good 3000 units, which I find really astonishing. Let's finish. Starter. What have I told you guys? I told you that like few minutes before I will forget to put starter back, and this is third time in a row that I did that. Although it doesn't hurt anyone, it's not a big deal. Bum. 4000 XP, we need 40 more to push us to level 10. Let's see what kind of jobs do we have here. I don't want to do a storyline job because I don't think we have enough time. So we are going to do the gearboxes. Okay, this is different one. I'm quite sure it's not i4, inline 4, it's different. So let's put it on the lifter and let's see what our game tells us. Okay, gearbox V8, nice, beautiful. Let's buy all of the parts. Gearbox is V8, that is the long one. Long one, V8 should be somewhere, this is normal V8, it is this one. Okay, we'll buy this one. Then we are going to buy, of course, all these things. You can also keep them in stock, few of them. I think what can be repaired, we will talk about that later, I don't want to bother you. Some of these can be repaired, some of these cannot. Huge car. Let me just remove the freaking starter. No, so this one is accessible under the car. This is what I've told you, if you remember, like maybe half an hour ago. Some of these are under the lifter, but most of them will be from the engine bay, so you know it's always prudent to just remove it in the start, not later, because this one is integrated into the gearbox as such. So here also you have to remove drive shaft, okay? This is the first time that we are actually doing anything with, and you see we cannot focus, so unfortunately I have to do this and then again. This is the first time we are basically seeing drive shaft and removing it, so this is something new. And now we can switch to our gearbox, and gearboxes will be interesting way to earn money, and I will show you how. Not now probably, but you know, in some of later episodes that's going to be interesting, and I think you are going to like it actually. So we removed everything, we are just switching to mount mode, and we are putting stuff in. No much thinking about that, we have all the parts, I bought everything in advance. We are putting a release bearing, and after all we are putting V8 gearbox in. So the owner will be happy, he will have now nice time and, you know, able to change gears easy. I had a lot of contact with gearboxes, and you know, seeing them and looking at them being fixed, and these things are complicated, guys, especially these automatic ones. Oh my goodness. But everything can be fixed and they're expensive as hell. So that's it, starter is in. This should be it. Look at the freaking bonus, look at this. As I said, these jobs are amazing. So we are earning actually 4,000 easy. Yeah, 6, 7, yeah, good. Finish order, done. Nice XP bonus, and we are level 10. So 1 hour 41 minutes, we are level 10. We spent 2 hours in previous game, and now for 1 hour 41 minutes. Let's before we go there, let's see what do we have. This one, no. List provided. This is list provided gearbox, but this one should be not bringing so much money. I'm just looking. This is going to be a bigger job. Okay, let's leave it for now. We can switch to our toolbox. We are level 11 or level 10. No, we are level 10. We need to wait until level 12. So we have 2 points and we are still waiting, and we will not unlock anything for now. Let's be patient, and you know, we will decide about that. You know, you can go with repairs if you want to try to repair. You can go with instant examination of the parts, which is useful. And actually at the moment we are mostly doing a list of the parts where we have it, so I'm not inclined to unlock that. You can go with 100% faster part, and all of that is very useful, but let's, you know, just wait a little bit more. So let's see. Any bonuses? No bonuses, nothing. So this is the only one. Let's see. This is the gearbox job. Let's see what we are going to get here. So we have gearbox that is shifting rough and car is loud. That would imply that we have problem with our that we have problem with our exhaust system, and I'm quite sure that is the case. Let's see just for a moment what we have here. Let's go to the engine. So obviously, as you can see, guys, now you're experienced enough to see it. Let's remove our starter. And then thinking, yeah, we will push car up. Why not? one more. And let's see. Car is loud, you remember? So rear muffler, I4 and catalytic converter. Okie dokie. Rear muffler I4. Rear muffler I4. That is the one. Catalytic converter. We will take one. We'll buy one, and then we go to gearbox. If I'm not mistaken, that is again the same one. I will buy the parts because I'm sure these parts are broken, and that was I4. If not, it doesn't really matter. We will buy another one, not a big deal. Okay, so let's go to mount mode immediately. Mount rear muffler, mount catalytic converter, and then go here and try to somehow come here, and then the same work again. We are removing wheels, then we are removing front drive axle on this wheel, doing the same on the second one. Okay, axle and drive shaft. Now, if you look here, there is this job done, and we don't know parts, but actually we know it's 4 parts, and these are all parts that are inside the gearbox casing. Well, not casing, but connecting casing and engine, gearbox and engine. So technically, these we knew in advance they will be broken or faulty. So I got the new one immediately. And bought it all, and we need to sell old parts. I have a feeling we have way too many of them in our inventory, and I don't want to do that, to keep them in inventory if I don't have to. Okay, so we are putting new gearbox in. We are going to do the 5 screws here. Front drive shaft is going in, front drive axle, of course, on one side, front drive axle on the other side. Let's see, can I okay, like this. Tires back in because this is actually done. This customer is going to be really happy. I think we did a very good job, and his car will run very well now. So in order not to do 4 times the same mistake in a row, I will come here and mount the freaking starter. And that should be it. Let's see. Again, look at the payout. 1,700 and 1,200, well, almost 800. So that is very nice. 3,000 units payout. And look at us, we are amazing. We have 39, well, practically 40,000 units, and around 15 minutes more. Can we push to level 11? I'm not sure, honestly, I'm not sure. Do we have any bonus job? No. Now what bothers me, this is the old car without a list. This is list. Now we are starting to get, you know, to the things where you have to figure out things for yourself. So I chose this job. This is just a random job. It says find and fix all engine problems. Vehicle cannot be started. Okay, find and fix all engine problems. What is, let's say we will unlock a multimeter, which can be useful, and we will unlock the compression tester. Okay, now why I did that? Because these things will help us with electrical problems and with engine problems, and you will be finally able to see how the actual tools are working. Everything else will come later. It's not a big deal. You can, you know, unlock whatever you want in whatever order you want, whatever you believe it's the best. This is just a showcase, you know. I know the game enough, so I think this is going to be very nice. We immediately can see that we have some issues here, etc., etc. But let's click right click And first we need to focus the engine, and now right click and check examine tools. Okay, we have some of them locked, but two of them are not. So let's use electronic meter. Now, what is going on? We are testing it for electrical problems, and I'm sure we will find one or two. Okay, perfect. So we know battery is gone. Perfect. That I could do, just by removing battery, but still it's nice to have these tools and have a fun and, play with that. So compression tester, let's see, this will show us, problems with compression and stuff. Okay, let's see. Nothing. That is good. Actually, that is very good because there is nothing inside the engine, but more or less outside. So how do we approach this? Let's go and always look at the top left corner. We will see what parts are actually bad. Why this thing doesn't want to go airbase? Okay. 50. So look at this. 2%. So we know this is the faulty part. We don't need to think about it. Also, we see that head cover is basically gone and it's not good. So we will remove it. Yes, it was 7%. Let's see. Slowly but surely batteries found. We are finding the problems. What it says, fix all engine problems, and that's about it. We don't have many explanations. Here is the rocker. That is a rocker arm that is bad. Okay, one. So we removed it. We will see. Let's remove ignition coil, which is okay. It's not a big deal. So wires are good, but we want to remove ignition distributor cap and see what do we have inside. Clips are okay. Cap is 55% and here is 51%. Rotor is bad and distributor is okay. Good. Let me see. This might be interesting thing, I don't like it, but we need to go a little bit more into the engine. Actually, let's remove this. This, you see, doesn't really take you anywhere, but it allows you later to disassemble these things. So we will remove all spark plugs, okay? And let's hope that most of the problems are coming from spark plugs, that we will not have to jump into the engine and disassemble everything, because that would take too much time. Let us see. Not switch bound, I wanted this. Okay, we have two more parts that are not discovered. I don't think that manifold is the issue. I'm just looking. This is the brake system. The starter looks fine. This exhaust manifold I need to take off because I'm not sure. It is okay actually. Oil filter is for sure not good. Fuel filter should be okay from what I see. Battery, we know it's not good. Okay. And what do we have here? Okay, let's do something and open the head cover and hope that inside we have maybe some rocker arm or something that can be easily removed and we don't need really to dig more. It's actually not. Okay, let's see. I will put, we cannot finish this in 2 hours, no way. This is a little bit more complicated than expected. Let's see, cooling, it's only radiator, so nothing here. So I do believe this is going to go in another episode, that we will start episode 3 with this. So we got this out and we have two more issues. What we will do, let's remove the oil, because actually we need to do that anyway. Oil drain, oil is out. Return it back, and I will actually remove oil pan. Just to do a visual inspection. Okay, these parts. Let me see, I cannot remember how they look when they're faulty. The fully black one is okay, this one is okay. This crankshaft bearing cap, I think it's not good. Okay, yeah, 5%. I'm just trying to figure out, can we find one more part, you see? We need one more, and that could be anything. And I'm just looking, have I missed something? All these are looking good, all these rod caps should be, yeah, they're all looking fine. Bear with me guys, I'm checking, do we have, pistons are good, we checked compression and everything. So what we are going to do now, we will assemble that everything later, but we have a few more minutes to keep into our time frame. I'll just take out this valve push rod and let's check everything remove rocker arms and see, do we have anything that looks like, okay, valve push rod. Okay, now we have a list of all the parts we are missing. We did actually that pretty good, pretty fast. Let me see, valve push rod and rocker arm. Rod, valve push rod, rocker arm. I will just buy these, and we need crank, but it is here. This should be it. I think this is the one. Let's do this, and let's mount new push rod in, and then these old two. And actually I didn't need to disassemble all of that, but it doesn't really hurt. You can see how things are working. Why not? Let's put back rocker arms. New one I think can go anywhere. It doesn't really matter as long as the quality of the part is of acceptable level. Let's see. Yes. I think let's see how much time we need. Head cover A for J engine, head cover A for J V8. I think this is the one. There is so many parts, it is always tricky, but this is the one. It was very rusty and broken. We need a few spark plugs, if I am not mistaken. Let's try to finish this job, even if we extend a little bit our episode. Spark, because I think it's nicer to start with actually super clean slate and have nothing, just empty space waiting for us to start a new job. Okay, let's see, we can return this manifold in. Okay, that is good. This side is more or less done. We can put intake manifold in. Good. so this looks pretty nice. I want to return this head cover. And you cannot return, for example, head cover until everything is inside in order, so you always know that everything is okay. Engine head, okay, this we have 4 plugs, which is perfect. Good, good, good. Let's return ignition distributor, and we need a rotor, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm now okay, we will buy what we need on fly, because rotor was in bad condition, especially. We needed to change it. This is good. And we need to put these 2 clips. So you know you have 2 clips on these distributors. The wires are acceptable. Fuel filter was original one, pretty good. Carburetor also. We need to buy, I think, battery and filter base B. Filter base B. Filter base B. Filter base B for J. This should be 1. And battery, let's buy battery. Why not? Okay, this I think is it. Do we need air filter? Air filter base is acceptable. And air filter, no. It's okay, so all of these things are acceptable quality. Perfect. Let's see. Ignition coil, we removed it, but we know it is fine. Battery, we need a new one. Let me see. Did we remove starter? We didn't. Okay, let us see. Oil filter, yes, we need to do that. We know. Crankshaft bearing cap, we know. Okay. Oil filter, which one we need? Let's buy that one just to check. V8 OHV. Yes, oil filter V8 OHV. Oil filter. This is the black one. Good. Now we have to access this part and assemble it. Okay. So all these rod caps are actually perfectly fine from what I've seen. We have one more that is somewhere where, let me see, here. And we have one crankshaft bearing cap, which is here, which we are going to change. So now we can put oil pan. As you can see, as long as you have anything missing or not in good condition, it will not allow you to finish. So oil pan, let's put oil filter in, get out, put car back and put some oil and see if we actually finish the job. Oil, you see oil plug, it's a little bit tricky because it's not obvious, but it's here. So we are putting oil as always until it overflows, then we know its engine is full. Okay, it takes a lot of it. Perfect. So let's see. Oil filter, changed oil, refilled with new, fixed all engine problems, changed battery. A pretty big job, and payout is not big. So this, makes my point about gearboxes and stuff like that, even better. Do whenever you can things like that, gearbox, expensive stuff that will bring you more payout. Okay, let's finish this order if everything is okay, and it is. And we will finish this second episode now. So we are on level 10, close to the level 11. we have 40,000 money units, which is not bad, a good amount of money, and I will show you how you can earn more and what are the best ways to do it. But at the moment we will not talk about that. Let me just sell everything that we don't need. Okay, I will talk about barn location maps, I will talk about cases. We will probably go over that maybe even in next episode. I'm honestly not sure, either that one or the fourth one. Access to junkyard is still not opened, a car auction still not opened. We are waiting eagerly for that, and that will happen, I'm not sure when, either level 11 or something, 15 maybe, doesn't really matter. We'll do that when time is right and when we can do it. So we have repair bench, which we didn't use yet. We will, don't worry. We will use it. We will also use engine stand. We will rebuild and build some engines. We did unlock some nice tools, diagnostic tools, which I use to show you how you can, diagnose the engine problems and electrical problems and stuff. We have a lot more to unlock. On level 12 we are getting nice new upgrade, so stay tuned for that. I think we are going to do it in maybe episode 3, and until then, I will ask you, if you don't mind, leave a comment down below and tell me what do you think about this playthrough, what do you think about the way how I'm doing that, did you like it or not? Maybe you have some advice, not only for me, but for other guys that are watching this, so feel free to write it down. If you have questions, ask. If I can, I will of course answer. Tell me what car do you like, what cars do you like, it's not always one. What car maybe do you drive now, what you would like to get. And when we start our restorations projects again, you will tell me what restoration would you like to see, and I will do my best to restore it and to make it in a way you like it. So until then, have a good day, have a great day, actually have fun, enjoy life and be good, and I will see you very soon in episode number 3. Until then, bye bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.